All out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, I may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry. So climb down the chimney, put up the brightest string of lights I've ever seen. Slice up the fruit cake, it's time we hung some tinsel on that evergreen bough. For I've grown a little leaner, grown a little colder, grown a little sadder, grown a little older, and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder. Need a little Christmas now. Call out the holly. Haven't I taught you well to live each living day? Fill up the stocking. But dear old Mom, it's 1 week past Thanksgiving Day now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry. So climb down the chimney. It's been a long time since I felt that neighborly. Slice up the fruit cake, it's time we hung some tinsel on that bakery bough. For we need a little music, need a little laughter, need a little singing, ringing through the rafter, and we need a little snappy, happy ever after. Need a little Christmas now. For we need a little music, need a little laughter, need a little singing, ringing through the rafter, and we need a little snappy, happy ever after. Need a little Christmas now. Need a little Christmas now.
The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I poured some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in a storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Feliz Navidad, feliz Navidad, feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, feliz Navidad, feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. You a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad.
For me, so leave a peppermint stick for old Saint Nick hanging on the Christmas tree. It's the holiday season, so whoop-de-doo and dickory-dock, and don't forget to hang up your sock, 'cause just exactly at 12 o'clock he'll be coming down the chimney down. He'll have a big fat pack upon his back, and lots of goodies for you and for me. So leave a peppermint stick for old Saint Nick hanging on the Christmas tree. It's the holiday season, so whoop-de-doo and dickory-dock, and don't forget to hang up your sock, 'cause just exactly at 12 o'clock he'll be coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney down. Happy holiday, happy holiday, while the merry bells keep ringing. Happy holiday to you.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just
like the ones I used to know,
where the treetops glisten
where the treetops glisten
and children listen
and children listen
to hear
sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write.
May your days be merry
and bright, and may all your Christmas
kisses be one. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see.
Are you in the AMA chat?
For you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Mistletoe, it's hung where you can see.
Okay. Welcome everyone to the
Greetings.
annual Christmas Joy AMA. Can we get an audio check? Honestly, I was doing so much complex streamer stuff with that whole like Christmas music introduction, and I've got a new PC with new audio setup. I'm really going in depth with the OBS like stream stuff here, so if someone could let us know, please. Can you hear me okay? That would be great.
I think you're a little quiet.
Oh, really, eh? I'm actually maxed out. Maybe I just do this. Is this better? Just putting it closer to my mouth? Is that any better? On the OBS, it's showing I'm
really
hitting
loud.
reds. It's showing I'm
really
hitting
loud.
reds on OBS.
Maybe
so
I'm just really loud.
You sound good to me. You sound actually a bit like you're showing up less on the OBS.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, you said, is that better?
Yeah, that's
No, now we're around the same.
yeah, that's good. I think now we're good. Audio is okay from the chat. Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. Merry Christmas to all of you. We're back again with another Christmas Joy AMA, also sometimes referred to as Merry Fishmas MOA. We've been doing this for a few years now, I think, and it's always a lot of fun. And it's we got the classic duo back again, Volt and Caruso, so great to be with you guys. What we're going to be doing is kind of going through just some key points I wanted to talk about. We've got some previews, some announcements. I've collected a bunch of questions from the Discord and the Steam forums from the past few months that I'm going to answer throughout the stream. And then also, if anyone has any questions during the stream, you can post them in the YouTube chat. And we're also going to be reviewing the AMA chat channel on Discord, or you could just post in general, whatever you want to do. I think the perms are set up for AMA chat.
Yeah, they're all set.
Perfect. So yeah, either of those works, guys. We'll answer anything and everything. But yeah, guys, how is it going? How is your holidays going so far? Let us know. Is there anything that you're like wanting to get for Christmas that maybe you got yourself for Christmas? Let us know in the chat. I know that Caruso got himself something very special this year, a very extremely maxed out PC.
I did.
Let's hear about it.
All right. So I feel like I just gotta post the specs in the Discord.
Okay.
That will be the best way. Yeah, it's totally max. Got the 5090 FE as well, which I just think looks absolutely clean. Okay, this is the list. And then I'll post a pic of the case too.
Damn.
The case is sweet. It had to get shipped from Germany.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, German engineered. Be
Oh, that looks
quiet.
awesome.
Yeah, it's massive, but yeah, dang. Yep.
Damn. Very nice, very subtle. Is this going to be liquid cooled or what's the cooling?
I believe. Where is it? Cooler Silent Loop 3. I think that's a liquid cooled. Yeah, it's not air cooled. But the fans, I'm getting like 4 different Be Quiet fans, and they're like the best fans you can get basically for gaming PCs.
Nice. Yeah, this thing is a monster.
Cooled with the blood of my enemies, yeah. CPU is liquid cooled. C. Johnson confirmed.
64 gigs
So there
of
you have
RAM.
it.
Sell that now for the price of the whole PC. Ooh. Okay, interesting. There's
Yeah,
like a
the
shortage.
RAM spiked like crazy. And I heard like right after I got the GPU, I heard Nvidia is cutting their production of the GPUs down like 40% next year because of the RAM shortage. They
Wow.
have to like allocate all their RAM to like AI commercial GPUs because they make more money off that stuff.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, it's a good timing.
And when are you gonna have this to get like in a usable form?
Just waiting on the case, and it's arriving January 4th. So then
Damn.
I'll have to build it, and I'm scared shitless to build this thing. I've
Yeah.
never done it. I've always gotten the pre-builds.
Just gotta call Chris over.
I know, yeah.
I feel
May
like he
need
would
to
love
watch a
that.
few YouTube vids, but yeah.
Yeah. Did you think at all about getting one of my my like touchscreen case?
Yeah, I looked at a bunch of them, but this one, I don't know. I like the subtle nature of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
it's
love the
just like
subtle nature.
German engineering.
Yeah, this is one of the best looking cases I've ever seen. I think honestly, if I had like, if this was an option for me, I would have got it. But
It's cool.
yeah,
It's definitely cool. I'll post a link of the actual of the site too.
I've got my PC right now in a full-on Christmas theme. I've got the like Y70 like touchscreen is like a animated Christmas background. I've got the
Awesome.
LEDs on the inside flickering like green and red. And then I've got
Jesus.
on the CPU or like on the I don't even know what this thing is called, like on the
Yeah, it's like the
performance
cooler
monitor
on the
in the
front of the
PC.
CPU.
Yeah, I've got that with a Christmas little animated background as well. Um, I went all out with Wallpaper Engine yesterday to get in the Christmas spirit.
It's
Look, I
awesome.
didn't put up any of my Christmas decorations this year, so let me just, you know, that'll just be my entire PC.
I like it.
All right, guys. Before we get into it, did everyone see the new Divinity game announcement? That was pretty massive. Honestly, did not see that coming. Um, Interested to know people's thoughts on it. Obviously, we didn't really get that much. It was, you know, like a cinematic trailer, but
The
like
trailer was
it
crazy
was
though.
crazy. It was
It was
insane.
so cool.
I was like freaked out a bit. I was a bit like on the edge of
Yeah, it
my
looks
seat there.
spooky.
Yeah, definitely like a darker theme. Yeah,
Yeah.
the orgy. Yeah, I agree. It's like there's an orgy going on. There's a guy
Oh
just
yeah, the
getting
orgy.
disgustingly burned alive at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like it was very intense. Yeah, will look better with Guild Saga recommended below it. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. The rise of turn-based RPGs like really couldn't be any better timing for us. We're so fortunate that Baldur's Gate 3 did as well as it did.
Oh
And
my
now with
God, such a good
Divinity
game.
coming back and they're saying it's going to be their biggest RPG yet. Yeah, they're keeping with the turn-based. At least I think they are. I think that's been confirmed now. It's not going to be an action RPG. Um, Really, really, really good for us. That the hype is going to be building for that while we're putting out Guild Saga games in the meantime. It did kind of strike me though that it was like a lot. It felt darker than old Divinity games. I never played
Yeah,
the Divinity before Divinity Original Sin, but like it definitely had a
I
darker
mean
vibe.
even Original Sin was somewhat dark.
Yeah, it's true.
Like there were dark vibes for sure, but yeah, this new one looks like borderline horror.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I don't know. It's hard to say from just a launch trailer, you know?
yeah. It's true. Yeah. I don't know I don't remember what their initial marketing was for Original Sin. Maybe it was somewhat similar. Um, but
Yeah, like a beheading orgy.
yeah, probably was something like that.
Probably a beheading orgy.
Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, I just remembered, and that's exactly what it was. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm
So,
gonna
little
start
dark.
a little bit dark. Yeah, they actually softened it for the new one. This was actually
Yeah.
they toned it down. Uh, all right, guys, I'm gonna start running through some stuff here. Why don't we start off? Why don't we uh hmm. Let's start off with a question. Um yeah, VG Claire says in the YouTube chat that trailer was quite something, very graphic. Yeah. Yeah, and I'd like to know, like, where are people at in terms of their RPG and their fantasy interests? Do you prefer, like, the classical fantasy vibes? Um, like a traditional fantasy world? or do you prefer a more um, dark, graphic, brutal, um, highly, I don't want to say like highly sexual, but with a lot of like graphic. I mean, we played Baldur's Gate 3. We know the kind of the places where it went. Um, like interested to know where people are at in their interests on fantasy. It definitely seems like we're moving towards more of that sort of you know, that dark content, but I don't know if I'm all for it personally.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I prefer more of like 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 mystical stuff, you know? Like
Yeah.
wizards and magic and that kind of stuff over the like gory dark vibes. But I mean, I'm down for whatever. I feel like everything that they produce is gonna be gold, so
Yeah. Yeah, and even in like Baldur's Gate 3, like the octopus and the
yeah,
aliens and stuff like that. Like personally, I prefer like the classical fantasy, you know, your
me
Lord of the
too.
Rings, you know.
Me too. Yeah, yeah, totally agree. But they still pulled it off. Like
Yeah.
it was still like an amazing game, and I loved every minute of it. But that stuff was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
like
some very weird shit in there.
being able to romance a tentacle like an
Yeah.
octopus alien. Little weird, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm still doing it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, they put some weird stuff in there for sure.
Yeah.
So guys, I think like we're happy to give away some stuff throughout sort of the stream. If you're interested in any kind of giveaway, um, just let us know. We can give away. We've got a lot of things on the menu for giveaways. We've got. We could do the Christmas exclusive item SFTs. We could do Guild Saga Heroes. We can do Guild Saga Vanished Worlds art book, a physical collectible
Oh.
as well. Um, and we can also do Steam codes if you want to, if you don't have the game yet on Steam and you want to play it, or if you want to give away, you know, a late Christmas gift for someone on your Steam friends list. Um, and Panzer has entered the chat. He says, he says, white whistle, don't let Santa play with my pistol.
Santa wants to play with your pistol, Panzer. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, Panzer. I don't think we can
We
make that
can't,
happen.
we can't
We
make
don't
that
have,
promise.
yeah, we don't have that kind of
Santa,
control
he's
over
got
the
a
guy.
mind of his own.
He gets what he wants. We don't have the power to tell him no. But Panzer, great to see you back in the chat. For sure. Hope you're having a great holiday season and Christmas. Really awesome to see you, for sure. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in in um, getting a freebie, just let us know in the chat as the stream goes on. Just like post and uh, let us know that you're interested, and then maybe at the end we can, depending on how many people are wanting a giveaway, we can, you know, uh, do a random selection, our classic wheel of names, or we had some like duck race thing that we were doing for a bit
Oh,
there.
that was sweet.
That was intense.
Oh my God.
Um, or if there's not that many people, then just everybody will get whatever they want, kind of thing. Um, yeah, so that's it, guys. Without further ado, let me just get into the stream, and you're gonna have to bear with me because I've set up, like I said, I'm trying to do all this new stuff with OBS.
Spin the wheel. Panzer. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, I'm trying to do all this stuff with OBS, and I'm experimenting with scenes. Um, and so I'm hoping it's gonna work okay, but I think I might have screwed up because I don't know if I have the same audio outputs on the different scenes. So we're gonna have to see here. Let me switch over to my first um, scene, and yeah, I don't think you're coming through. Now, can you talk a bit? No, no, no. Did not come through. They missed all of that. Important stuff here. Okay, let me. Yeah, sorry guys. Here we go. If I do this, that should fix it. All right, let's go. Can you?
Nipple?
Perfect. Okay, now you're coming through again. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, guys, I kind of just wanted. I thought it would be good to show, uh, like sort of like some transparency on sort of what we're doing every day, like what the team is working on. Um, we've got a core team of 5. We've got a lot of part-timers contributing various uh, of their talents to the games. And I thought it would just be good to kind of show you guys what are we working on, what's in development, what are we doing day in, day out, and what stuff is contributing to both the Labyrinths product and the Vanished World product, and which are sort of specific to each one. Just to kind of show you guys sort of visually how these things are playing out. So you see in the shared core game features, so these are ones that apply to both Labyrinths and Vanished Worlds. They're in both of the builds, and all the work we do on each of them contributes to both products. And you can see I've got the combat system, your turn-based combat mechanics, surfaces, explosions, items, like objects in the world, attack of opportunity, the various enemy AI decision-making skills that come in. So, like all of that is being worked on day in, day out, contributes to both games. We've got all the skills and talents as well. In the next update, we're going to be adding in 50 plus new skills, 40 plus new talents, and overall in the game, there's going to be probably, I don't know if I would say over, but probably approaching 200 skills, and I would say roughly 50 talents, if I had to give an estimation. There's the enemy design and the AI decision making, and of course the items and equipment. In the world and content side, the environmental assets, all the props in the world, all of that stuff is being used for the design of specific locations in Vanished Worlds, but then also being used as part of the procedural generation system for Labyrinths. NPC and enemy animations are critical. This is a huge, you guys have played the game. You guys have seen the amount of equipment in the game, the amount of layers of equipment, how it's all customizable, it's all animated, it's all hand-drawn pixel art, and if you've played Vanished Worlds, and if you played the Web3, the initial Web3 product, you know, we don't like reuse enemies very much. There's like pretty much it's not like a lot of games where it's like, okay, you know, I'm 20 hours into the game and we're still reusing like the basic starter enemies. That's not the case. We've got tons and tons of different enemies, and that takes a lot of time. But that is also so useful for roguelike procedural generation. We have so much that we can work with in terms of the enemy design and animation. Balancing those enemies and the combat encounters. The skills VFX. Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've like been massively upgrading our skills VFX across the board. So a lot of older skills are being upgraded, and a lot of new skills. If you've been following the previews on Twitter, there's a lot of standout, really awesome new animated skills. We're doing much more hand-drawn pixel art animations as opposed to earlier we were using the Unity VFX system. So I really think that's going to go a long way in terms of obviously the enjoyment of the game, but also, you know, how good skills feel, but also the marketability of the game. We've got so much really cool stuff we're going to be able to put in future trailers, and it's going to go a long way. And then, of course, the music and sound effects. We actually recently hired a new sound effects designer, and I know everyone is like familiar with the music, the work of Tim DeMann. Really, really great.
Tim.
Yeah, Tim crushing it. I'm gonna preview a few new Tim tracks today. I've got a couple clips of some previews, and I just dubbed some of the new tracks over them so that we can listen in. And yes, tons of new, like the game is going to feature a ton of unique music tracks and the
You got to
sound
get Tim
effects.
on some Christmas carols.
Well, that interestingly enough, I do have an ice. Um,
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. For that map, you just have Tim on the Christmas carols
yeah,
for
yeah. I don't have a Tim Christmas Carol. I do have a Tim Ice. Um,
Carol.
okay, we can call it a carol. It's more of like an ice ambience. Like if anyone remembers the ice caves from RuneScape, we kind of were inspired by that in terms of the vibe and also the music. Maybe I'll play that as kind of the outro after the stream.
Ooh,
Maybe that'll be the move. I'll play that at the end. I really,
little
really like
ice
it.
carol exit.
Little Ice Carol sign off, and I really like it. Yeah, I cannot wait for the. I guess this is a little bit of a spoiler, but we're gonna have some pretty. Ice caves are gonna play a pretty substantial role in the latter parts of the Vanished Worlds experience, not the next update, but thereafter. Um, but yeah, so just moving on in this chart here, you got your system and gameplay depth, your crafting system, your crafting recipes, all the quality of life stuff. We've added so much to the game in terms of the settings and accessibility, inventory management, sorting, filtering, all these things, the crafting UIs, the merchant UIs. The game, like I don't want to say it's a different game because we haven't changed it like the core gameplay is still the same from where it was a year ago, but like it has been improved massively. Like if you went and you played one of the earlier versions without all the quality of life features that we've added in, it's it's just way worse. It's really night and day. The level of improvement that we've made to Guild Saga over the past year, I'm super happy with it. And yeah, UI and menus I referenced, and then controller support as well. That's a big one too. That is a recent addition, and so for anyone who likes playing with a gamepad, they can play now. And then, yeah, so I kind of broke it down into like the things that are all of those things that we're doing every single day are contributing to both Labyrinths and Vanished Worlds. And that's kind of what I want to get across is although Labyrinths has not been a central focus for ours in terms of marketing and release, it is something that we continue to work towards every day. Um, and most of the stuff that we're doing for Vanished Worlds, it's also building out the game for Labyrinths as well. Some of the things that are Labyrinths exclusives that we're working on in the background that we have our Web3 team making progress on. You've got obviously your blockchain integration, that's key, your token integration. The biggest thing is the procedural dungeon generation. That's a huge thing. And I had initially thought about sort of putting out like an initial alpha with pre-made maps, um, like just to kind of demonstrate that progress. But I'd much rather wait until we have a really fully fledged, really good procedural map generation, so we get that really classic and valuable roguelike experience with really high levels of replayability, which is ultimately what the intent is there. So that's a huge one is the procedural dungeon generation and obviously the dedicated server infrastructure, bringing this into a secure online server side space. And then on the Vanished World side, there's the dialogue, the quest states, the cinematics, the character dialogue portraits, all these things that are very story related are very much a Vanished Worlds related focus, and Steam achievements, and also console portability and platform services as well there. So yeah, guys, I hope that helps sort of break down, just kind of be transparent as to just the things we're working on every day, and you know what those things are working towards. I hope that this is helpful. Um, it's been no secret that the focus for us in the short term is Vanished Worlds and getting that out. I've been pretty transparent about why this is the case in the past. The current state of gaming on the blockchain is not the best in terms of the reputation, the quality of the games that are coming out, and the number of players. And also, we want to release a highly rated and moderately popular Web 2 game first. We believe that will give us a ton of credibility and really give the Solana product a very good chance of succeeding by bringing over lots of players from the Web 2 side, and also with that enhanced credibility, getting Web 3 players to take an interest in the game. If we launch something half-baked, if we launch something without that credibility, there's a much greater chance it will just be dead on arrival, as we've seen with many other Web 3 games. Just do video previews instead. Yeah, I agree. And that's going to be a big focus for us as we begin to really show active previews for Labyrinths over the next, well, the Twitter is already being more active. We're going to show a little bit of a quick video preview today, and we're going to be doing lots of sort of video GIF content as well on the Labyrinth side going forward. But yeah, guys, I hope, I know it's disappointing, the wait on the Solana side, but, like, I don't know how, like, we, like, love Solana. We live and breathe Solana every single day. Like, Caruso can, like, identify that. We basically, like, it's our whole identity, basically. It sounds
really is.
it sounds ridiculous, but it basically is. We're like
Yep.
completely obsessed with it.
Yep.
And we want nothing more. Like, it'd be like a literal dream for us to add to the amazing Solana ecosystem with something
Yep.
good quality and valuable that brings in new users and that can find a space on Solana. And that is our goal. And we are doing what we believe is the best way to achieve that. I have said this before, and I still believe that when we launch on Solana, our game will be easily the best game on Solana, and possibly in all of Web3. Will it
Yeah,
appeal
for
to
sure.
everyone like some of these more popular sort of games that are trying to appeal to a AAA crowd? Will it be as popular as those? No. Probably not. But, like, it's gonna actually be a game that Web 2 players who are a fan of this genre will be able to play and enjoy. And that's the thing that I don't see from any of these other Web 3 games, which results in it not being played by actual interested players and more for speculation. So that's what we're trying to avoid. And I think that when we do launch, it's going to be like immediately be one of the best, if not the best, game in Solana. I know it's taking time, but I hope that the quality of what we're building speaks for itself. So, Panzer with an interesting GIF, okay? I'm like, I wonder if there's anything in the chat after that monologue from me there, and I check it out, and I just see
Just a buff dude getting a
Yeah.
carrot.
Let me check the YouTube chat. No, we're good. Um, Not a high bar to aim for, to be honest. I know, and I agree. Um, like I look at I see Solana pushing the Solana gaming angle, which I like. That's obviously great that that's happening. What I don't see are any games that I would ever want to play. Um, and I'm not a very
Yeah.
picky gamer. I play a lot of pretty much every genre of game. I love video games, and I would love to get involved on a game on Solana. And I look at what's out there, and I'm not impressed. I see a lot of asset flips, a lot of really like just bottom of the barrel stuff, and I don't know. I don't want, well, obviously I don't want to be attacking other builders in the space. We know a lot of them, so I really don't want to be hating on anyone. And obviously they've put products out. We had an initial Web3 product that we had put out. We went back to the drawing board. So obviously they've gone out there and they're building and they're putting stuff out. So we don't want to be hating, but I'm just giving my honest take. Um, that I have not seen that many games that are of a high quality that I would want to play or that I would feel are a good representation of Solana gaming. I don't think we're winning it over any users um, with a lot of these games. Yeah. So I hope that helps, guys. If you have any questions about that, let me know. Just in terms of some transparency there on the dev side. I am going to move forward now to look at this. I'm going to, boom. Okay. Um, Announcement. Guild Saga Vanished Worlds Steam Deck optimization will be included for the version 0.8 update. That is the next update. And um, the game, I'm just going to tell you guys, the game plays absolutely amazing on Steam Deck. It looks incredible. It plays incredible. We've got an integrated control scheme integrating the touchscreen with the controller support. We've got text size changes that tons of people have been asking for. And yeah, the game is phenomenal on Steam Deck. And just announcing that this optimization will be coming out with the next update. We'll talk more about the timeline for that later, but just wanted to update on that. I really think it's really, really going to be a hit with the Steam Deck crowd.
I think they're releasing a console too, like
Yes.
a competitor to like PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah, yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Really brilliant idea. And yeah, I think I saw. I think it was like looked like a cube-shaped console, if I'm thinking of the
Mhm.
correct thing.
Yeah.
Pretty expensive, but you're gonna get a ton of value out of that as a console device. So, um, yeah, no doubt with our controller support, we'll be looking to support that as well. But the big announcement in terms of platforms, PlayStation 5, Guild Saga Vanished Worlds, guys. I'm so excited about this. Guild Saga Vanished Worlds coming to PlayStation 5. Ocelot
Yeah, it's sweet.
Technologies, officially a PlayStation partner, and Vanished Worlds approved for PlayStation 5 release. We're testing on PlayStation 5, and this is a huge, huge milestone for us as a studio, for the credibility for us as a studio, for Guild Saga as an IP, coming to PlayStation 5. And yeah, really super, super excited about that. If you've played the game with controller on Steam, it works quite well. Like it's not, it's still a click to move, but it really does feel pretty good. and we're really excited that we're going to be able to bring it to PlayStation consoles as well. We could see a PS4 release. I'm not ruling that out as well, but PS5 for sure. And yeah, just wanted to announce that here on the stream for the first time. Now I'm going to move us over to the next part. I'm going to have to edit the audio again, so just give me one moment. Oh, and I think something is just playing automatically. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Oh no, okay, this one is set up already. Okay, talk, Caruso.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, bro, yeah, you're coming through, I think. I don't know how well you're going to be able to be heard over the audio of this preview that I've got going. But I think I have it set to just looping. I don't know why. I guess I can't control it.
No, I'm loud.
Let me know, guys, if this is.
You're quiet. You're quiet.
Making sense. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the stream up, so I can't hear anything. Maybe I'll turn. Yeah, I can see it's very loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. Let's turn that down to like this level.
Super loud, the music.
Is it better now? It's got to be better now. I turned it down to like 40%.
Yeah.
How
You're.
do I... Oh, I see. Here we go. Okay, guys. Sorry about this. Now I'm seeing what I need to do.
Okay, yeah, it's better.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm starting it over again. So, guys, just wanted to give you a quick preview of the next Vanished Worlds update. As part of this update, you're going to be using the time travel device that you got from Thavir, and you are going to be using it to travel back in time to a time when it was the Elven regime presiding over Respite and its surrounding islands, and they were actively under attack by the Mazan invasion. So you're traveling back in time to this key moment in the history of the Guild Saga lore, and you are coming back at this exact moment, and there's a siege on the castle, and you have to find the artifact that is going to allow you to travel through the Maelstrom in the present day. So this is all very work in progress. This is active development here. This is a clip that I recorded earlier, and just kind of walking through this castle map. And one thing you might notice with this map is it is like the first big indoor map we did where rooms are not like separate maps that you travel to. You know, you don't walk up to a door and travel to another map. We did it all combined for this one. So you can enter the various different rooms of the castle, and you get sort of the transparent wall or the wall that goes transparent, so you're not traveling in between. So something we tried out for this map, and we're interested to see what kind of the reaction is there, because it's not something that we've done so far. But I can tell you that this part of the game is going to be absolutely phenomenal, and really looking forward to seeing the player feedback for this update. Now, the next thing that I wanted to show was, and I'm going to have to mess around with the audio again here, so bear with me. Now, let's turn this down again. And yeah, you're coming through, so we're good. Alright, so that was a very smooth transition, if I do say so myself.
You're getting better.
That one worked very well. So I'm just going to restart this, guys. So this, guys, is the new hub we're working on for Labyrinths. So the key thing with Labyrinths is you are going to be starting off in a hub world with your party that you've selected. And in your hub, you can go around, you can buy things. There's the various key NPCs that you can interact with. Equipment that you can get, set your roster, recruit your mercenaries. This is kind of the world where you're going to do all your kind of like basic stuff, and then you're going to see me kind of approaching the and you're going to see some familiar NPCs if you've played the Guild Saga content so far. And you can see there's this gate. Here, this is kind of like what we're designing as the entrance to the labyrinth.
Little
So,
belly dancer action.
Yeah, little belly dancer action. And you can see this gate here. This is kind of like your... obviously in development, this is going to look so much cooler when it's finalized, but this is kind of your labyrinth selector. So you interact with him, the custodian here. There's the door behind, which is kind of like the entrance, and then you can just kind of see, so we've got some basic dialogue going here where you can select your labyrinth that you want to go to, and then this is how it's going to work. It's going to put you straight in to the map, and you'll be beginning your first battle. I think I cut the video off here shortly, but you'll complete the battle, you'll loot as normal, then you will go to the map exit point, and you will load into the next procedurally generated dungeon, or you can go back to the hub and end your run and collect your loot. So I just wanted to show you guys a quick update on the hub world that we're making. This is obviously going to be such an important part of Labyrinths, where you're going to spend all your time. Previously, we had it as you probably saw on the Epic Games store, we had the Uzier sort of palace, but we decided to make kind of this dedicated island. There's going to be tons of NPCs you can interact with here, and yeah, it's going to be super cool. And also, I think with this map that I loaded up, yeah, this is not seen before, assets that were used to generate this. So yeah, really cool, and just kind of wanted to show you guys some Labyrinths stuff there.
Yeah, I like the look of that dungeon.
Yeah, it's super, super cool. And you can see, guys, like, we've got some fire type enemies here. The procedural generation is going to take into account a ton of different stuff, like barrels, enemy level, enemy skills. Like, there's going to be a ton of variation, but we're going to be making sure that there's coordination between the enemies like this, right? We can't have enemies that it's like, imagine we had like a pyromancer or a hydromancer who makes it rain with these fire enemies here, right? It really wouldn't make much sense. C. Johnson says, the hub world should have things you can build / maintain by collecting items in the labyrinth. Interesting idea, CJ, for sure. Okay, I'll give a little preview that I don't want to say too much, but you may be familiar with how in Vanished Worlds you can get a ship, and you can kind of deck out your ship as you proceed through the game and unlock new stuff for it. We're definitely planning something similar for Labyrinths, where you can build up your ship, which will be accessible as well in the hub world at the dock around here. So absolutely planning for a level of building in the hub world for sure. And I love that idea too about extracting and seeing that show up as well in your ship. Yeah, so a little bit of a cool preview there I thought to show. And what do we have next? Oh yeah, next I'll go back to my intro scene here. I just wanted to talk a bit, guys, about the state of Vanished Worlds, just to finish off here, and kind of where we're at, what the timeline is, and obviously the Vanished Worlds timeline is going to be super relevant to Labyrinths and overall for the Guild Saga IP. So just kind of wanted to give you a state of Guild Saga and just give you some current data and information before we finish off the sort of planned content here. And as I do that, I'm realizing that I have not been stopping to answer any of the questions that I collected. So before we get into that, I'll answer a few questions. Oh, we've got a question from Pan. Is there any point in the future where Hub World will be multiplayer so we can show off our cool stuff? Assume maybe a longer term goal. 100%. Yep, that's like always been something that we thought will be absolutely critical, either by a shared hub world that you can go to where you can interact with other players and you can show off the stuff you've earned and yeah, inviting other people over to your hub world, just some kind of like status aspect to the game would be absolutely critical. And you're right, that is a longer term goal. We're trying to release a high quality but like realistic product to start. But absolutely, that is something we'd like to work towards as a long-term goal, and also PvP as well. So one of the questions that I saw was, will price change upon release to 1.0? And currently our thoughts are we're going to raise the price for 1.0 to $24.99 US in the United States, and then all the associated recommended pricings for other regions based on that. Interested to hear people's thoughts on that, but we think with the amount of content that's been added since the initial EA release, that it's definitely warranted to kick the price up a few bucks. And another question I had, kind of related to what Panzer just asked, was, are you planning to add any online co-op or battling, setting your team against someone else's, or play the story mode as a team? This was a question in relation to Vanished Worlds, and for that it's a no. It's only for Labyrinths that we're looking at these online elements. Do shopkeepers refill their stock at certain times, or is it possible for them to run out of items? It is possible for them to run out. They don't refill and they don't gain stock over time. New shopkeepers will continue to appear as the story develops, who will have new and higher level items. But no plan. Well, I will say that there is a possibility that there will be at least one shopkeeper who has an evolving and replenishing stock. But in general, they have what they have, and you can buy them out. Yeah, C. John says, oh, people have incentivized to buy before the full release. Yeah. Yeah, Just Storm says, I think it's a fair price. Good to hear. It's hard to, like, when you look at the sort of pricing of indie games and even like AA games on Steam, it's really all over the place. You know, like it's really hard to say like this is like we have this many hours of content. This is the quality of our game. It's our studio's first game. This is a fair price. There's always going to be games where you can look at and say, well, hold on a second, that game costs this much, and we have way more to offer we have a way better value than that game. And then there's always some other game you can look at and say, whoa, but look at that game. They have like hundreds of hours of content and it's this price. You know, it's so hard to find a like objectively fair price. But from reviewing the I don't want to say the competition, but the relevant comparators, we thought that $24.99 would be good, considering that there's going to be there already is quite a wealth of content to get through in the current build, and there will be way more for the full release. Another question we had was, is there enough silver and are there enough materials to purchase and or make every item available in these ways? Basically saying like, can we buy every stock, every merchant stock? And I honestly don't know. I actually don't know what the answer to that, to be honest. It's not something we're trying to do to make it so that players can buy every single thing in the game. There are so many items, and yeah, I don't know. I want to say no, it won't be possible to buy everything in one playthrough or craft everything in one playthrough, but it's hard for me to say off the top of my head. A lot of questions about expanding the inventory and making it a shared inventory. We don't have any plans to make it shared inventory. We will be expanding the inventory. We'll be doubling the size of it and expanding the stash in the next update. So that is planned. We also have various quality of life features that are going to be added to enhance the inventory. So like merchant window is going to be filterable and sortable. There'll be multi-select for the inventory. Crafting will be from a shared inventory. The merchant window will have a shared inventory tab. So even though we're not adding shared inventories, there's going to be a lot more improvement to the quality of life support and the sizes of the inventory for the next update and beyond. And just a big one was like what more features are going to be added to the game other than content. And I actually don't know if there's really much more for us to add at this point in time. We've kind of added everything that we wanted to add already, right? We've got attack of opportunity in there. We've got like battle interaction, picking up objects, putting down objects, the swapping positions with an ally, the disengage feature, controller support is done, Steam Deck optimization is coming, inventory multi-select is coming, the whole like penalties for short range use of range spells we've put in, difficulty levels are in, the new progression system is in with talents with the dedicated level up screen, respecking is in, formation overhaul is done, the background and inclination system has been overhauled and is like really like useful and meaningful in the game now. Crafting has been like, you remember when Vanished Worlds first came out, crafting was very unfinished. It was very early. It's completely changed now. It's super enhanced and very prominent in the game. So we've really set out and we've kind of already implemented all our key feature adds that we wanted. I'm very interested to hear what people think the game is missing, what features need to be added. Yeah, for us at this point, it's mostly just content on the Vanished Worlds side of things. But interested to know what people think is, if people think that there's key features missing, what you would most want to see as we move towards our next update. And a Labyrinth's question about how we plan to market Guild Saga Labyrinths. I see there's a lot of discussion in the chat. $24.99 should be enough, so build a war chest to buy Caruso a girlfriend, a good makeover, and some braces. Oh no, buy Caruso's girlfriend a good makeover and some braces. Yes. Yeah.
My future wife, guys, not my girlfriend.
Yeah. That is hilarious. What was the reasoning behind the PS5 release over Switch, or will that be later on? Yeah, so we'd love to release on Switch as well. The bottom line is that Nintendo and their like indie support is just like not where Sony's is. Like Nintendo, we're in contact with. I can't really speak too much of it other than to say we're working through the process. We're in contact with them, but like we just haven't had as much progress with Nintendo as we have with Sony, who were I can't really get into it, but it's a much better experience from an indie developer perspective. So really, I think the game would play great on Switch. I think it'd be an amazing Switch title. And we do plan to bring it there eventually, but we can't make it official yet because we're still working through that process. Have you added any new equipment over the last year outside of the original NFT set of equipment? 100%. Yeah, so we're going to have, as we approach Labyrinth's launch and also for Vanished Worlds updates, there is lots of new equipment that's being designed for enemies, for player usage as well, for crafting, lots and lots of cool new stuff I actually think as much equipment as we had at the beginning, which was thousands, there's going to be substantially more as that we can use for labyrinths loot and progression, as well as late game Vanished Worlds content. Are you able to contact that one negative Steam reviewer now that Attack of Opportunity is implemented? Is that the one that said all the battles are like they just play the same kind of thing because the enemy just attacks the weakest unit? I actually did respond to it, and I let him know that like we don't think that's the case anymore because we've added in these other features. So I did respond to him. I also have him added as a friend. He was actually like gave me a lot of good feedback on the game, and we were in touch for a bit. So I hope that when the full game comes out and he plays the full game, that he amends that review. But at the same time, the reality is that the game will still attack the lowest health unit a lot of the time because the AI is extremely deep. Like people think that like literally the AI is just like find who has the weakest health and attack them. But in actuality, what the AI is doing is it's going through every single possible move, assigning a value to each one based on various factors that we input, and going with the best move. It's extremely, extremely in depth, and it factors in positioning, surfaces, statuses, pretty much everything that you could think. And the bottom line is that if the game wants to figure out how to beat you, often that's going to mean killing your units, right? Like that's just the reality of the situation. In a turn-based battle, eliminating characters from the battlefield is one of the biggest things that you can do. So the AI still has a tendency to do that, but the player can play around it much more now that there's attack of opportunity. With positioning, you can really get out in front of that, and enemies will consider the existence of attack of opportunity and whether they're going to get hit, and that will make them less likely to attack certain targets. Yeah, so I just want to talk on, someone had asked about marketing for labyrinths. What are kind of our plans? And it's an interesting one. It's really hard. But we were fortunate enough that we still have lots of contacts on Solana, lots of good connections that we made over the years, with people who are still very influential on Solana. So we really plan to leverage our existing network. The big thing is launching with presence and with quality, right? Launching something that's immediately extremely impressive, that's going to get that word of mouth and get that initial pop and excitement that is like so, so, so important and can really just make all the difference in the blockchain and specifically the Solana community. One thing we won't be doing is using like influencer marketing. Like the Web3 influencer marketing space, in my humble opinion, is like a scam. Like it's designed to like just leech money off of these like very overfunded games. If you know what I mean? Like the prices that they give you for the amount of viewers that they get is so like out of this world and so disproportionate that like you could only justify it if you were like a very, very, very heavily funded studio, um, uh, and are just fine with just like throwing money away basically. It's so, so crazy bad. Um, like when we were trying to do it before, like the prices we would be getting quoted for like people who get like 200 viewers is just like completely insane. So that's one thing we won't be doing. A big thing for us, of course, will be Vanished Worlds. The success of Vanished Worlds, we hope, will kind of speak for itself, get us that credibility. Um, like, we're gonna have such a presence online, with the Guild Saga IP generally, and we think that'll bring a lot of players over. Um, and another big thing, of course, will be fostering um, a community, really revitalizing the GS community. It was obviously it's awesome that we can still hold these AMAs and have participation, but it used to be massive. And getting that community back, revitalizing that community will be critical. And we're also just gonna we're in Solana, we're in Web3, so any way we can um, make use of launchpad platforms or um, protocols and promote trading and stuff like that, that's also going to be a great way to get attention on the game. So just some high level responses to that question. Will you be bringing the item database back up anytime soon? Yep, that is planned. So when we moved we did our website revamp, and the website is looking a million times better now, which is great. But the item database is not set up on the new website, and it is planned to move that over. And it's also planned to just make sure it's accurate and up to date as part of the update, for sure. Yeah, CJ, you're reminding me of the crazy, like, remember when we would run
Yeah.
those art competitions and we get like
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of submissions.
It was so
Um,
awesome.
so much amazing stuff was created. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot
The
of it
good
found
old
its way
days.
into the game. Like it's still the legacy of it is still there. The people who like won the competition, their stuff is in the game. Um, yeah, more art contests, guild stuff, shopping streams. Yeah, 100%. Like that's going to be all about revitalizing the community, and we really hope that you guys will be there for that and help us with that as you did in the early days. It just was so unfortunate how it played out there with you know, we were really like going strong, doing great with the community, world mode with the regular updates. It was like really like we had great momentum, and then the entire market crashed to like zero. Solana went down like 99%, and
99, yeah.
then the
Wow.
users from every project just completely disappeared. 99% of projects just died. Um, so, we think back to the glory days, and it's really quite a shame that um, that all played out like it did. It was really something special. But we do believe that we will bring it back, and uh, like our goal remains the exact same that it did back then. I know we've had to kind of strategize and orient our priorities, but I'm sure you guys can tell we're really like fond of those days, and we remain um, uh, with our hearts set on achieving the goal of Guild Saga and releasing really good products in both the traditional gaming demographic uh, and on the Solana blockchain as well. Lafaliva says, just wanted to say that you guys are making an amazing game, and you seem to be very passionate about what you are doing. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Okay. So those are all the questions I had noted. I think I've answered all of them in chat as well. Before we finish off, I just wanted to talk about the state of Vanished Worlds. So right now we've got 13,000 sales. We've got 100,000 active wish lists. That's active, not counting converted wish lists already. So a ton of active wish lists and a ton of momentum on the wish list side as well. The game still is regularly accumulating wish lists, and even a year after the initial early access release has a lot of good momentum and getting some good new coverage as well. So we're really optimistic going into the 1.0 release. I kind of explained a bit about the next update already. That update will represent the end of the respite content. So you're going to get that artifact. You're going to be able to now sail through the Maelstrom. You're free. You can get on your ship, and now you can start to explore the archipelago. So that will end the respite content, and that will be the last update before 1.0. So we're targeting that update for February, March. That will have that content. It will have 50 plus new skills, 40 plus new talents, major audio enhancements, full Steam Deck optimization, lots of quality of life improvements like I mentioned earlier. It's going to be really good, and then that'll be it. Then we'll be targeting a Q3 release for 1.0 after that. Yeah, that's the kind of the current plan there. 1.0 in Q3 after our last update in March. So that's how I wanted to finish it off, guys. I think you missed this comment. Oh, my bad. Roma sex boobs from C. Johnson. Yes, 100%. Yeah, no, we romance when we launched early access, or maybe it wasn't early access, maybe it was like the first demo, and we really started getting a ton of interest. Like the number one thing people were asking about was romance. That was like by far, that's what it was all about. And yeah, we're really going all out with that. Like it's not going to be Baldur's Gate 3. We're not doing anything crazy, but you will be able to romance every companion. There will be payoffs to the romance. There will be custom illustrations. There will be branching paths. There will be meaningful relationship outcomes that have a legitimate impact on the broader main storyline and on the that companion specifically, their disposition and their character development. So romance is already in the game. So like especially in the latest update, there's some significant romance portions, and you can in the current content there is kissing. There is kissing, guys. That is in there. So with 1.0 will be the fully realized romancing of all the companions, and yeah, it's something definitely we're treating as very important. So in terms of giveaways, guys, is anyone do we want to do a reaction? Do you remember how to set those up, Caruso? Like a reaction giveaway?
Let's see.
Or should we just give,
I
don't know how many, there's not that many people in the chat. We could just give away to everyone here. Why don't we do that, guys? Like, if you're interested in any of the prizes, just Caruso, can we get a random phrase for people to say? If they're interested in a giveaway, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, okay. Yellow Bella Wolf.
There it is, guys.
Smell my Hello Wolf.
Nope, sorry, I wasn't over
done
yet. My bad. Okay. Can you repeat that? I jumped the gun there.
Nope, I can't repeat it. Okay. Okay. Yellow Bella Wolf, smell my Hello Wolf.
Okay, guys. You heard it there. You're gonna need to put that in if you want any kind of prize.
If you don't put it in, you're done.
No, Panzer, you only did the first part of it. That's incomplete. Incomplete.
Well, you might be delayed. You might be a little delayed.
Oh, right. I forgot. We'll let it go through there.
It's close. He was close.
Decker. We'll give it to him. We'll give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. That'll
Yeah.
work.
I'm not even sure what I said, so
That's
they're
what
kind of
issue I'm
clarifying.
having. It's like I'm reading this and it's like, is that what you intended to say? I
I
don't
don't even
actually know.
remember.
Okay, so Duststorm, C. Johnson, Panzer. What would you like? Would you like a Guild Saga hero, a Christmas SFT, um, physical Guild Saga art book, or Steam code? You have all of these options. Just let us know in chat what you would like, and we will have that to you as soon as possible. Hero or weapon of ultimate power.
Oh,
Alright,
was that
alright.
even one of the options?
It was not, but I like it though. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna
Okay,
need.
Deathstorm gets all of them.
All right, perfect. See, that's the thing. Duststorm was thinking outside the box, and nobody
It's
else
like
was.
give me
Yeah.
every single one. All right.
We didn't say you couldn't do that, so big win there for Duststorm. He gets everything. See, Johnson says here, okay. We will need to get the event wallets back in order. Or, guys, you can just let us know if your wallet is already in the list. I see C. Johnson. I see um ba, ba, ba. C. Johnson. Panzer is there as well. And I don't know if I see Duststorm though. So we may need your wallet, Duststorm. Plus, I'm still planning on killing whoever has my Pirate Hero NFT. Is that me? Do I still have that, or was it given
I
away
think so.
previously?
Maybe we did do a giveaway for that.
I might have given it away previously.
Yeah, like a
I
tweet
think someone
giveaway.
had won it. Yeah, I think it was like a major giveaway, and
Yeah.
someone had done it. Panzer, yours in the list. Duststorm, yeah, Duststorm will just need to give him the. Oh, he's got the winner already, so you should be able to put in event wallets your wallet. I just don't believe that we have it. Oh no, we do have it. I just saw it. FNQ. Is that good? Just let us know, guys, if your wallet in there is still the right one, and we can get that over to
I
you.
don't know if they can see it. Just yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If it's a different one, post your most recent one. If you've changed
Right.
wallets since.
Yeah, good point. C. Johnson can see it because he's an admin. We got Duststorms in there. Perfect. Yep, same one there. And then Panzer, yours is 6N that we have on file. Yeah, probably T-Bird. Okay. Alright, guys. I really appreciate you joining for the AMA, the annual Christmas Joy AMA. I hope everyone has a great Christmas. I hope them and their families have a very joyous holiday season. We will stay up to date on Guild Saga. We'll be posting regular Guild Hall reports, tweets to both the accounts, Steam announcements. Should we be doing more regular AMAs? Let me know if that's something you guys would want. And yeah, guys, hope that you have a very awesome Christmas. And I will play some outro music here. And yeah, we'll be signing off. Thanks, guys.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks.